Hi, and welcome to Moments of Magic.
We're using a new piece of
We were
equipment.
just standing here, we were just sitting here talking, and all of a sudden realized that we didn't have the recording on. So there you go. Um, Rank amateurs, but what are you going to do? Our Moments of Magic tonight is came out of a weekend, some house guests we had this weekend where we were talking about keys that unlock various dimensions, keys that unlock libraries of knowledge, keys that are used for various different things. And one of our guests said, "Is there a master key?" So I'll let him tell you a little bit about the master key in a minute. But I was thinking about some keys that I have, and actually this one came to you. It didn't come to me, but it's been in my cash box for many years.
You'll notice there's a key on there.
There is a key.
And we use this at shows to sort of like open up the show because it's a key and a bell.
And also the bell wakes up the crystals. So he walks around the table and wakes up all of our crystals. So to me, this is the key that unlocks the crystals, which further unlocks the abundance that happens at shows, which we are grateful for. The other key that has more to do with a library is the crystal I've been using for many, many years to do Akashic readings. And this, to me, is the key that opens up the library of the Akashic records. So that's another key, another way you could use a key. And then we were talking this weekend, and I will let you explain sort of what we were talking about, because it's an interesting concept, and we really want to hear from you as well about what you think about this.
So we were doing a kind of a very free, open, floating class kind of thing about wands, and we were making some wands and laying out some wands and discussing the philosophy of wands and what wands can be used for and how they're used in various different aspects. And the question was asked by one of the guests was, "I just was having a dream about a master key. Do you know?" She looks at us and she says, "Do you know what that is?" And of course, it came sort of out of the mystic. And so we didn't, and except that I had one thought, which I found rather interesting. I said, what if, because this woman works with a lot of wandlets, what if the wandlets gather as 2 or 3 together, very much like that line from Matthew 18:20, and this produces a key that you can use to move dimensionally or move etherically or move, in the mystic,
Or gain
so to
knowledge.
speak.
Gain knowledge that's not available to you in a book. So what we were saying was that maybe one of the wandlets could be a key. Any one of them. I received the information that it needs to be a point on the end, but that could just be for me. And then 3 could actually be the master key. So that was our sort of the thing we were toying around
A floating moment of magic
for the weekend.
And then that sort of made us remember, that there are other moments of magic very much like that are attached to that, like the key with the bell on it. Somebody left that at my booth at a show, and I've had it for years and years and years. And I thought, wow, this is really a very interesting tool. And I don't know.
There was a key on it, right?
This is how it came,
This
just
is how
like
it
that.
came, yes.
That's exactly how it came.
So sometimes people just leave you keys.
And those are moments of magic.
Yes.
And we wondered, if all of you out there have had moments of magic like that you could let us in on, so that we can sort of like flesh out this whole master key idea and see where it goes to. You know, is it philosophically or energetically or however you view them as coming to you? Because there are, especially at this time, honest to God, people, we really need moments of magic now all of a sudden. Summer's coming. The shows that we've been doing have been strange. The first quarter of 2025 has been
Awesome for me, not so
a little odd.
Yeah, it's been odd, but not bad. I feel like there's magic afoot, and some of it just needs to be channeled, maybe.
Well, maybe we just need to discuss it, amongst ourselves. If we can gather 2 or 3 of us together, maybe we can, like create moments of magic, get more information, learn stuff, get together more, have group thinking.
There are actually.
What is the definition of the Akashic record? I mean, what is it exactly?
Of this journey of your soul.
And why?
As an individual, or you can do it as a culture as well, or as a piece of land.
And
where open them in many ways.
And where did you get the idea that the crystal was the opener? Was that part of
we needed a crystal to open them?
So
this was the crystal that presented itself.
All right, so that was a moment of magic associated with the Akashic records.
Yes.
Which is, like sort of synonymous in some ways with the Library of Alexandria, which used to be the compendium of knowledge of the known world at the time.
Yeah.
So, this is about learning, about being cognizant of the world that you live in and the complexity and simplicity of it. I mean, if there's a key, that's fairly simple. But if it's just a key to complexity, well, that's...
And now we're getting off on
a whole other lovely idea. So, we have the key and the bell.
We have
the quartz crystal.
A key. And there are actually a key configuration in quartz, which I can talk about next time. I don't have a sample right now. And
we have lined up wandlets,
the master key,
which could be a key. And thank you very much, Catherine Keeping.
Yes, thank you, Catherine Keeping, for the question and the answer. So we will see you. We have a live show this weekend, Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time. And we look forward to seeing you next week, where we may have more answers or probably just more questions. Thank you all.
And please, if you have thoughts or comments, please send them.
Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.